But tingnan na natin, let's go on to our smart picks and bans. Pagpatuloy na natin tong Game 2 between Encore Esports versus Imperial Esports.
Yeah, Encore Esports this time has the first pick priority, so they can threaten the Elsu, the Aya, na kailangan i-respect ban dito ng Imperial Esports. But both teams has used already or exhausted so many meta heroes like the Talon, the Crixie, Lubu, even the Airi na talaga naging key player or key clash na nangyari sa may bot lane that allowed Imperial Esports actually come back. They are going to be respecting the Liliana by taking it away. Of course, Aya is going to be starting now, going to be 100% or 99.99% ban rate.
Parang
Kasi
bacteria lang
talaga. Oo, kala ba alcohol?
Kala ko may commercial dito. Konti na lang. Parang napayan ko kasi yun, pag sa akin 99.9. Parang kulang na lang, bacteria na talaga ang papatayin natin dito.
True. And dito kasi kailangan alisin mo talaga yun yan 99.9%, at least make that assurance that you have taken away the hassle heroes na pwede maging hadlang sa inyo. Encore Esports, knowing how fantastic they have played out the Lombard, they know that how it can be effective to initiate and also disengage as well. So they are gonna be taking it away. Lorian, this is a good ban. But Crixie is still available for Encore Esports though. And nakita naman natin kung gaano ka-effective yun gamitin. Plus, global ban. So hindi na to pwede gamitin ng Imperial Esports. I think it is gonna be one of the choices of Encore Esports in their draft. But also, I'm looking forward to them maybe prioritizing heroes just like the Elsu, since it can be a big hassle before team fight actually happen.
Well, Crixie has been very successful sa mga games na nakita natin. So, hindi talaga malayo na ito yung isa sa mga ipaprioritize ng Encore Esports. And given naman na pick na yon ng Imperial, we'll just have to see. Elsu is good as well. But of course, it has to be like mechanically, the player has to be mechanically skillful on playing the Elsu. The snipes should connect 100%, kung kaya 100% of the time or 99.9% of the time. So sabihin na natin 90%. But for the meantime, instead it's gonna be an Anet. So hindi pa natin alam, by the way, kung Anet mid to or Anet support. But because medyo pineflex na rin siya sa mid lane. So we'll have to find out. But Crixie, still open. I guess naisip ng Encore dito, na-pick na naman nila. So let's just leave it for later. Prioritize the Anet first.
Yeah, and dito, since they're gonna be prioritizing support for the meantime with the Anet, Imperial Esports, knowing how they like team fighting composition or team fight based composition that served them well during game number 1, I think they would go with a similar draft once again, but with a little bit of a switch. Or babaguhin lang nila ng onte. They are gonna be locking in Ignis and the Roxy as well. Sobrang okay to. They have the kidnap factor that can actually allow them to take one down almost immediately. And it's not gonna be surprising if they do try to prioritize heroes like Kreknak as well. Kasi yun yung pwedeng i-combo dito eh. Like try to pull one and try to take it down fast. So you have for a 4v5 advantage. Tapos pwede kayo magtuloy ng mga team fight or force an objective take.
That's so true. That's so true. And nakita natin that Ignis, quite unnatural siya as a first pick or first 2 picks dito. For me, in competitive. But I guess what they're trying to take advantage is yung potential nga ng mga mage heroes natin ngayon sa current meta ng Arena of Valor. So, we'll just have to find out. Roxy, of course, they're looking for an engagement as well, although hindi na siya ganun ka-effective maybe ng mga previous meta. But I guess it can act like, the Omen too. But I'm just not too sure bakit hindi na lang sila nag-Omen. Or maybe siguro it's a preference on the hero as well.
Kira actually going to be taken here by Imperial Esports, which can give them a lot of burst potential. And also, split push advantage since sobrang mobile din ito kahit paano. But having, Encore Esports getting the Iggy, isa to sa mga naging ilan na meta sa mga ibang tournament. Getting the Iggy usually to try and match up with an Elsu, pero minsan ginagamit din siya na parang pinapares. But since they already have Slims, I think they're going for setups wherein they can also burst at least one. Kasi when the stun of Slims actually connect yung flying spear, the Iggy can just throw in the bomb and bigla na lang either sobrang low or baka mapatay pa nila.
We'll just have to find out. Engage-wise, meron ng Encore Esports dito. Of course, the arrow coming from the Slims. Kanyang kaya yan. Sa side naman ng Imperial, they so far sa first 3 picks nila, they will have to rely on the Roxy. But I'm not sure if hahanap pa sila ng pwede mag-supplement dyan sa additional setup nila. Okay, medyo na-confuse ako sa nabasa ko sa JC. Akala ko first pick nila. Pero first time pick actually, so was of course TV. So marami tayo na, it's very interesting kasi actually even the Ignis, first time pick si Ignis ngayon, even the Anet. So surprisingly, itong dalawang teams natin sa last series, binibigyan tayo ng different flavor. Diba? So why not? Kumbaga, they want to step outside of the comfort zone. Maybe yung mga nakita nating games kanina. But, ayun na nga, no?
Talanas.
Talanas.
This is kind of surprising. Are they gonna... This is the debut of Superman so far in the first 4 series that we have watched. This first Superman na makikita natin. Do you know, yung speeding bullet niyan, sobrang hassle. And also basta yung knockback niya na tuloy-tuloy. Nakakairita. And so, medyo mahirapan dito ng onte yung Imperial Esports dahil sa set-up potential ng Encore Esports. They are also, maybe are lacking a support to kind of enable this Talanas later on. Ang pinaka-common na nakita natin is Paina, which can actually allow the Talanas to be safe at all times, especially because of the sustain that the Paina can actually give. But having this insane amount of gap close and damage, even locking in the Tachi, sobrang medyo nakakatakot ito yung sa Encore Esports.
Yeah, for sure. But yun nga, iniisip ko dito ano yung support kaya nakukuhain ng Imperial Esports eh. Like you mentioned already, si Talanas yung tipo na okay, yes, hanggang sa late game. But then again, hindi niya kasi kaya. Di siya katulad ng Laville, let's say, na kaya mag-isa, di ba? So, kailangan mo talagang samahan. Although nagkaroon na ng recent adjustments sa kanya na hindi niya na kailangan ng kasama para madagdag yung additional damage niya. So, kayang-kaya niya na mag-isa in terms of increased damage. And I'm liking this pick. It is a Baldum. Kaya pang disengage and engage. So, I think it's looking good so far in terms of the protection na meron ng Talanas. Pero hindi ko lang sure, ako lang again to sa perspective ko, parang pag Ignis naman i-combo mo dito in terms of giving protection, parang kulang. But I could be wrong, I'm thinking about maybe better siguro may additional tank on the... Well, kung makakasama pala, let's say si Roxy from her lane. But ang katapat niya kasi dito is a Superman or could be Tachi as well, which is, quite mobile.
Well, I guess the Baldum can provide a little bit of protection due to the amount of tankiness that he does have. At most, siguro parang peel yung ibibigay ng mga frontline heroes dito ng Imperial Esports. And starting to see my camera is a little bit going Japanese.
Ay, grabe yan. Japanese.
Blurry na konti.
Nagkakaroon ng blurry.
We don't mind that. I'm not so sure what's going on.
Baka yung mga PH internet yan. Basta ang mahalaga, hindi mag-down ng ating stream dito at hindi mag-down yung internet ng ating mga players. And yun na nga, a lot of new heroes has been picked in here sa ating fourth game or rather fourth series. Again, it is Kalasag All-Star waiting kung sino yung mga kalaban nila bukas. Is it gonna be Encore Esports? Is it gonna be Imperial Esports? Pinakitaan tayo ng Encore at ng Imperial na magandang laban kanina. And a while ago, we were talking in the backstage, sabi natin, actually it was me who shared na ito, baka parang possible din siya na, alam mo yan, pang semi-finals na laruan or maybe even grand finals. And pretty sure pati mga viewers natin, ganun din yung naisip na ang ganda ng place na pinapakita ng dalawang teams na to.
Sobrang gandang place yung pinapakita nila. I really want to give them the respect that they well deserve dahil napakaganda ng pinapakita nila sa atin. They're putting up a good show overall. And the amount of plays that they have been making, ang close ng laban nga ng game number 1. And I'm not even gonna be surprised if this game number 2 is gonna be that close as well. Since Encore Esports, they want to take us to game number 3, but Imperial Esports, with the draft that they do have, they do have a fighting chance, a good amount of chance to actually end this game or end this series 2-0. And it's gonna be very, very important to look at the Telenas. Kasi isa yan sa mga magiging key heroes later on as they do try to scale up. And also the Baldom, kung mapoprotect ba niya yung mga hyper carries.
And again, based sa draft ng dalawang teams ito, ang hirap i-predict more on talagang sa execution kasi ang daming butas, ang daming loopholes. Let's say, okay, sabihin natin dito na, okay, sige, mas mobile nga si Slims, itong si Meowch, kumpara sa isang Telanas na hawak ni Odd. But then again, may protection naman siya na pwedeng makuha. We'll just have to see, nandito tayo sa battlefield, kami yung casters, ako si Isaiah, kasama ko si Giyang Gaming. Hindi natin, magiging 2-0 na ba ito o kaya pang sumagot ng Encore Esports?
Yeah, Encore Esports still having the same aggression in the early game, and they do have a lot of setups, especially with Meowch on this Slims. Yung kanyang mga bato talaga with a flying spear can be a big hassle. So umpisa, Kyla is gonna be playing this out a little bit safer than usual kasi wala naman gaanong damage tong Superman sa umpisa. And crowd control pinaka-importante sa kanya. But Encore Esports is gonna be losing mad in the top lane as Imperial Esports gets that first blood. This is new. A while ago, Encore Esports yung nakakuha ng first blood. Pero dito, mukhang gigil talaga ang Imperial Esports.
The momentum that they've got, sabi nila, extend na natin yung momentum natin, dalhin na natin dito, bakit hindi? And again, pareho yung playstyle ng teams na to sa early. Pareho silang nagsiswitch ng lane or pareho nilang dinadala yung kanilang marksman doon sa lane ng Sentinel. And it looks like ito na, dito babawi ang Encore Esports. So for the meantime, fight is happening dito na.
Yeah, not again. Might get taken down. That is a second time in Imperial Esports. They're just on fire right now. Even down 9 is engaging. They're going to retaliate once again. Joe Bunny has to back away. Vittorio is going to be the sacrificial lamb. He's trying to sustain, but it won't be enough. That's the third of the game. While Kyla, a little bit late in the fight. There's Superman, but they have the kryptonite on all of them right now. 4 kills in 2 minutes. That is huge. That's a nightmare for Encore Esports.
1K gold lead just within 2-minute game time. Tumahataba si O dito. As we can see, Kira as well with a 1.4K gold lead. Medyo mahaba yung kailangang habulin inside ng Encore Esports dito. Let's take a look at the instant replay na nangyari dito sa game natin sa top side. Again, unahan sa pwesto. Nakakuha dito itong si 1 down 9 ng push down up on the side of Encore Esports, and that punished them a lot. Look at that push. Ito yung sinasabi mo nakakainis na mga tulak-tulak, ganyan.
Sobrang nakakainis. I mean, Encore Esports, knowing their play style, gusto nila aggressive, gusto nila makapag-snowball. Yeah, they do have some tools of it, but so does Imperial Esports. And mas maganda na nakikita natin na plays or like decision-making sa kanilang side. And now, as they have already taken away the Abyssal Dragon, sinusubukan nga nila kanina na kunin na rin yung Dark Slayer. Ganun kalaki yung lead nila. And Encore Esports are hesitating a little bit to contest it. Ganito ka-hassle ngayon yung situation para sa 3.5 minutes. Imperial Esports, they're setting up for a death brush.
Yes, then press once again. Uy, nakabanta! Oh my!
Ayun na nga.
Oh my.
That's brush. Agad talaga. They have vision. The Dark Spear's gonna get taken down, but gonna be a big hassle. Mad again is dead. This is the third time in this game, and Imperial Esports are making sure that it doesn't stay alive whenever they catch him. 6-0 at 4 minutes. Grabe napaka-hassle nito. Meowch as well. Will actually get taken down. Cross-score. He's gonna finish up that kill. Might as well take this tower down since it will deal a lot of damage.
Tuloy-tuloy talaga dito ang init ng momentum ng Imperial Esports. Gusto nang dalhin yung nakuha nilang confidence from the previous game up into this game. But of course, nakikita rin tayo ng pag-side diba ng situation. Tulad na nangyayari kanina sa Encore Esports lamang sa una, pero nabaliktad pa. Tignan natin kung mangyayari din yan dito sa Encore Esports na late game, babaliktad rin nila ang laban. What are the possibilities in that one? We'll just have to find out. Siguro, pag nagkamali, kung mawala agad sa mapa si Ode at saka si 1 down 9 at sa mapa, then ano ang gagawin ni Cross4, ni Sofia, ni Cole, as well as Tora. We'll just have to find out dito kung magkakaroon ng asim plays from these two squishy heroes. But meantime, fight ongoing at the bottom.
Yeah, they're again Encore Esports trying to engage, but I don't think this is gonna be the best idea knowing how big a lead Imperial Esports already has. And well, Mad again being dead. Imperial Esports are happy to take any kills that they can get. Though Tora is getting pushed under the tower. Ganyan ka-hassle lang isang Superman. So you have to respect that, or else, well, you're gonna be constantly pushed. Speaking of pushes, Imperial Esports again push another tower in the bot, extending their lead to 3K.
Medyo nabaliktad talaga ang na-karma, parang karma no? Parang karma ang nangyari dito. Kung saan baliktad ang sitwasyon kanina, game 1 talagang Encore Esports yung nangunguna in terms of map control din. But now, it is now Imperial Esports now. It's ito, magkakaroon ba ng delikado dito? So, crush once more, Victoria will fall down. And alam mo, ito yung, I think, kakulangan pagka, let's say, hindi tank support yung gamit mo. Although, of course, I also like utility support. And may binabagayan din nun talaga eh. But since walang vision in that area or walang nakapwesto, it could have been better if hindi na lang siguro doon yung direction ni Victorio na alam natin mahilig ang Imperial Esports sa mga death push.
Yan, and na talaga eh. Ganyan ka-aggressive na rin talaga yung Imperial Esports, and knowing how big a lead they have. Down 9 has 3-0-3 on his scoreline, and he can just delete almost anyone right now. Si Ode, kahit wala siyang kills, okay lang. 9 assists naman, 100% kill participation all throughout this game has been involved, and he's gonna be continuously scaling up towards the late game. And Encore Esports are just in shambles right now. It's a lot harder for them to come back, knowing that they don't have that much late game potential with regards to the ADC side. But Joe Bunny's still gonna deal a lot of damage, same as Vittorio, and they have lots of crowd control as well. Andiyan pa rin naman yung kit nila. Kaso, komplikado na ngayon kasi sobrang laki ng lead na talaga ng kalaban nila. They have to respect that. At most, if they want to gank, make sure it's isolated target. But ang hirap gawin nun. Imperial Esports are forcing it another objective. And almost every objective nakuha nila. 3-1.
Ay, may trivia pala ako about 1 down 9 na. Isa siya sa currently sa mga magagaling mag-jungle. At considering his skills, siya yung kaya talaga mag-carry ng team. Pinakabata, alam mo ba na umabot yan ng Grand Conqueror. Ganyan siya kalupit
Dragon and Slayer have evolved.
Oh, grabe. The grind is real.
Yes,
and it's definitely
paying off, right?
Paying off. Yeah, that's the perfect term for it. It's definitely paying off. All those trains, may nakita pa ako sa comment section kanina, 12 hours a day? 12 hours a day! That's insane. Ako siguro 12 hours a day yung tulog. Joke lang.
Oy,
Ganon.
Well, we'll have to see ito na 1 down, talagang nagpapataba na. Again, it doesn't matter kahit kung puro assist pa yan kaya Telanas, but Dila, Magkano nga ba lagay dito? The flashing coming from Sophia Nicole. But then again, hindi yata nagkasundo. Uy, back na. Ayaw ng mga damage leaders niya na sundan. Kasi, which I agree naman. Kasi, medyo makunachi din talaga itong si Superman. And of course, slippery. Kumbaga masasayang lang yung skills natin sa kanya.
Sobrang, no? Lalo kay Tora, I mean, if you try to chase her down, well, it's not gonna be that much worth it kasi ang laki ng risk din. Kung akala mo mapapatay na, tapos bilang Agnes Grip, tapos bilang may rest back na pala. Sophia Nicole is also very tacky, even Vittorio alongside with Joe Bunny, na isa sa highest dealing hero ngayon sa side of Encore Esports, are having a hard time killing him. And Matt, again, muntik na mamatay. Ganun ka-hassle ngayon yung Imperial Esports. They're just demolishing right now Encore Esports, and as time goes by, the lead extends even more. Ngayon, 5,000. All objectives, I think, won't be contested anymore by Encore Esports. Sobrang hirap na. And this Infinite Slayer is gonna be for the taking by Imperial Esports if they even try to go near this objective. Ang laking hassle nito. Pwede sila engage in. And here they go. Mads comes in, gets knocked off here by Sophia Nicole. He's stacking a lot of damage, by the way. Sobrang lala naman. Hode is here right now. He is free hitting, but is being threatened by Joe Bunny. Crosscore is now being the next target here by Encore Esports after they slayed down 9, but they're not hesitating. Sumusugod pa rin sila. Crosscore is almost dead. Pero ngayon, kailangan natin nila umatras. Kyla is here for the backside, but Tora as well. And this grip is not gonna connect. So fortunate yun para sa Encore Esports to get that 1-for-1 trade, although they have lost the objective.
Gotta love how Sophia Nicole actually created that space para sure ball na makuha ng Imperial Esports itong Slayer natin, ano. But then again, ang ganda namang plays na nangyari. Nakakatuwa kasi nakita mo yung dalawang DS laner natin, yung Roxy tsaka ito si Superman, wala silang pake. Nagwa 1v1 lang sila dun sa kabilang parte ng mapa. Well, anyway, let's take a look at the instant replay. Ayan, nakikita natin si Sophia Nicole really going for that space creation para sa kanyang team. Moonfall coming from the Trixie, but then again, wala na Moonfall. Tama ba yung team? So that was owned pala. Sorry, tapos na pala tayo sa Trixie. That was owned ultimate. Pero as you can see,
Vittorio,
palag
sinusubukan niya makatakas dito. He has a lot of sustain. It's actually sustaining so much. So Imperial Esports is struggling a little bit. And now with Kyla having that insane amount of crowd control, this dead! That is a good choice here by Encore Esports. A good kill. And they have secured 2 in exchange for nothing. Even that ultimate by Joe Bunny stopping that that recall from Imperial Esports, and slowly Encore Esports are picking up the pieces and coming back in this game. Yung kaninang 6,000 gold lead, ngayon 2,000 na lang. Even lower as the time goes by.
Here is the thing. The shutdown onto that Kira, at meron pa nga silang pwede ma-shutdown din dito, which is the Ignis. So, ayun yung nagpalago din dito or yung nag-allow sa Encore Esports na makahabol sa pera and map control to. Now, Imperial Esports has to be very careful with the coming steps because again, this is as Lims we're talking about, very slippery, kaya mag-stun, kaya mag-setup as well. And at the same time, meron pa silang Superman din na kaya rin talagang manlito. So, hindi pwede magpa-overconfident pa rin ang Imperial Esports kahit naging sa kanila yung early lead, right? Nakita lang nila. Again, mabura lang sa mapa si Kira at saka itong si Tel Anas, wala nang magagawa ang Imperial Esports. So, kailangan talaga well-protected yung dalawang group.
Yeah, grabe talaga. This game, even if we look at the score, 4-11, based on the performance a while ago of Encore Esports, kaya nila pumalag na dito. They're starting to scale up, and Victorious being a big hassle right now to Imperial Esports. Kanina, muntik na siya mapatay, pero hindi siya namatay doon. He even managed to strike back and get 2 kills. And now, I take back what I said. Imperial Esports, hindi na nila makakontest itong Holy Drag. Kanina, kayang-kaya nila i-take lahat eh. Kasi gano'n kalaki yung lead nila. But Encore Esports, after coming back, looks like they're going back hard and they want to take control.
Well, the decision naman coming from the side of Amber, or rather Imperial Esports is hold on. Sora in here still trying to protect the turret. I think that is a bad decision. But then again, kaya pang mag-stay. Yun nga lang, na-stun dito at mukhang
Agnes
sasabog
Grip.
na nga ang mukha.
Grabe yun.
Ang tagal! Hindi siya namatay!
And the shield is insane,
tower has
but
been
the towers
destroyed.
are falling down. That's 2 towers destroyed by Encore Esports. And Imperial Esports is starting to lose everything. I mean, in my code, antay na. After so long, and struggling to Encore Esports, after that small hiccup in early game, ngayon naman sila yung bumabalagbag to may mid to late game. Mad though, might get taken down in the process. He survives with a sliver of health, and Vittorio is being a monster in the front line. Sobrang unat at sobrang sakit ng damage na binibigay niya. Imperial Esports are starting to struggle, but here comes Ode, free hitting on the backside once again. Well, Joe Bunny is down. There's a good assassination towards their carry, but they're gonna be happy with that already. Imperial Esports, atras na muna. Hindi muna nila susubukan pumatay ulit kasi nire-respeto nila yung threats dito ng Encore Esports. But they forgot about Meowj getting that kill onto down 9 with the help of Vittorio once again. Grabe dito yung yung rotation na pinapakita ng Encore Esports. Tuloy-tuloy lang sila
Hindi pwede sumuka hanggat may base, may pag-asa. Actually, mataas pa naman yung chance nila na makabawi dito. Kasi again, uupa yung 3 tore sa gitna ng mapa nila. And meanwhile, makikita natin sa Imperial, sila pa nga yung nabasagan ng mid lane turret. And that will actually open up the jungle camp of Imperial Esports against Encore Esports. So, we can even say na nabaliktad na ang sitwasyon. In fact, nabaliktad na talaga kasi lamang na ang Encore Esports sa goal. Now, let's take a look at the fight. Happen nga ba? We'll have to find out kasi well contested na dito ng Encore Esports itong Slayer, but looks like hindi mo na nila i-full on go kasi nawawala si Kira sa mapa.
Sobrang sobrang intense ang laban natin ngayon. Ang intense ang laban ng Encore Esports and Imperial Esports. They're definitely demonstrating why they're one of the strongest teams right now in the tournament, in the top 8 in this SIBOL tournament that we're watching and shoutcasting right now. Itong Dark Lord Slayer, this is gonna be pivotal. Kung sino makakuha nito, it can be game ending. Kanina pinakita ng Imperial Esports sa kaya nilang end yung game with Dark Lord Slayer. Pero dito naman, Encore Esports, Mad is gonna get initiated, but Vittorio is ready to be serving in the front line to try and damage the other members of Imperial Esports. Grabe yung ulti dun ni Joe Bunny, but since Mad is down, that's already a good assassination by Imperial Esports. Pero yung Superman dito may spin and bullet pa. Down 9 is quite low. Tora is serving as their frontline for the meantime to buy enough time for the other members of Imperial Esports. Grabe dito yung laban. Tuloy-tuloy na talaga. Even Tora is not backing off. The team fight are starting to be extended slowly but surely. Kasi ang daming makukunat sa kanila Ang daming matataas sa sustain. And nakikita natin nagbabak pa yung iba, tapos babalik ulit sa team fight. Ganun kalala.
Grabe, sobrang lala talaga. Ang magiging pag-asa talaga dito ng Imperial Esports will be old as well as Wanda. Or else wala na. Pag ito yung unang napitas or nakuha ng Encore Esports, say goodbye to the game. But then again, namamag-asa pa Sofia Nicole trying to eye for a set. Apparently though, that Baldum won't be able to connect his wild prison. Meantime, sinisimulan na ng Imperial ang speed.
Yeah, they're starting it off while Tora is getting chased. They're gonna be taking some time before they can get. Pero but it's still going back into the fight. He pauses out the ultimate to try and damage the other members of Encore Esports. Pero since low na yung karamihan sa kanila, they're gonna be focusing on the Dark Lord Slayer. While Tora is split pushing yet again on the bot side. Kyle is gonna be trying to stop him since it's a Superman that can be, nakakairita nga naman talaga. Ginamitan pa siya ng Agnes Grip, but Imperial Esports, the other member, they have to retaliate here. 2,000. No, it's gonna be Mad securing for the side of Encore Esports. It is gonna be helping them, but not without a fight. They go in. Here comes the Aileen Tachi trying to do some damage here. Vittorio is so low a while ago, pero okay lang. Meron naman siya yung ultimate. Sobrang dami ng shield. But now, even if they have slain the Dark Lord Slayer, Imperial Esports are now trying to take a tower. Nakuha nila yung mid. They're trying to translate it into somewhere else. Pero it's just one tower. Yung Dark Lords there, pupush pa rin yan sa mid. And it's gonna force out a team fight that I'm not even sure if Imperial Esports can handle.
Ang pag-asa talaga nila maprotektahan itong si Ode. And kailangan talaga ni Sofia Nicole. Ito yung magiging problema eh. Sino? Kasi kailangan nila ng engage. No, actually, they don't need to engage. They just need to focus on protecting Ode kasi siya yung magiging pag-asa nito. And later on, the flank as well coming from Wanda. But meantime, let's see fight happening now in a minute. Go ba nila ito? No, they're just gonna go for an attempt to go for that kill on the Slayer para hindi makapush sa goal.
Yeah, subukan nila. It's already 1/5 HP down. Kaso medyo kulang pa rin ito. Wala sila pang spam para mapatay ito. Aside from, the Ode he's trying to attack it with the basic attacks. Pero grabe, napakasakit na rin niya. Meowch! Sabi na, medyo aray yun ah. Ouch yun na pasabi na bigla. And it's pushing into the tower. Pero grabe naman yung Victoria! The moment they tried to engage onto the Dark Lords there, piniming na niya. And ngayon naman, the Iggy ult as well, bombarding Imperial Esports. That's one member down in exchange for one since Matt is dead too. Meowch though is alive, back again, allowing Encore Esports to move up around the map while Imperial Esports are busy. Ano yung atake nila? Dark Lords there or ito yung team fight? They get knocked instead with the help of Tora with the Agnes grip, and now Victoria trying to strike back. Also trying to stay alive in the process. Kyla has to use a spinning ball pero wala siya cooldown. Sinusubukan na lang niya mag-crowd control dito or help Encore Esports as much as he can, but that fight was too much for Encore Esports. Now, Imperial Esports are striking back. Joe Bunny is gonna get taken down. Long death timers, by the way, but we have Kyla split pushing on the top lane and malayo yung mga waves. So Imperial Esports is gonna be a challenge for them to break down mid.
Napakagandang laban. You know what? I also want to commend itong si Oda on how he actually positions himself. Alam niya kung kailan siya aabante, alam niya kung kailan siya magbaback, and minsan makikita natin, 1/4 na lang yung buhay niya, mabubuhay pa ba siya? And sometimes kahit wala yung presence ni Baldo, kaya niyang sagutin yung sarili niya. So that's one of the disciplines na hinahanap natin sa isang marksman, yung alam, yung kapasidad ng hero na ginagamit niya. And of course, yung pwestuhan nga rin naman, di ba? So, I think that's the reason why nakakahinga pa yung Imperial Esports because Ode is trying his best to also save his life habang nag-a-attempt si Sofia Nicole na mag-go for engage or protektahan yung ibang teammates. So, I think that's one thing na commendable. But ang nahihirapan sila dito sa Encore Esports is, again, the damage to sustain. It's a balance between these two things sa mga heroes na gamit ni Giovanni, ni Kila, at saka ni Vittorio. So, we'll just have to find out. But I think may bakbakan sa baba. No, hindi. Dalawang tank lang to na nakikilitian.
Nakikilitian. Pero yun nga, ilang banda naman, hindi kiliti yung ginagawa na talaga. Sapakan talaga, malagbagan. And look at the setup. Ginagawa dito ni Mad. He might get bursted out though. Kailangan mag-ingat. Here comes Tora with Agnes grip. Kasi dito Vittorio. Manages to back away. Look at the Iggy ult. Napakasakit. And a spinning bullet onto the flank position. Tora is so much soaking all the damage. Pero makakatakas pa rin naman sila. Kaso nga lang, Imperial Esports, yeah, you're alive right now. But can you contest this Dark Lord Slayer again nasisimula ng Encore Esports?
They need to chase. Mahirap talaga to. They need to chase and they need to start a fight. They need to force. Kailangan lang takutin ng Encore Esports dito. And I think they're doing a good job. Si Mada na po na sa mapa!
Grabe na pagin na pero may second life pa rin. Immediately gets deleted as well. But it's still alive. 4 members on the side of Encore Esports. Speeding bullet is available. Gagamitin na ni Kyla. Here comes the retaliation. So many frontline heroes on the side of Encore Esports. Vitor doing a really good job. And they get hold it. That's already huge. Even if Kyla is down, wala na masyadong damage dito sa side ng Imperial Esports. 4v3. But this, ito si Vitor is sobrang sakit na rin. Who's gonna kill him now?
Alam mo, wala. Wala si Ode. Wala ka si Ode. Yes. The sustain is way too much. Nakita natin kanina si Madu nang bumagsak para sa side ito ng Encore Esports. Ito yun. This is the replay. At the same time, ang ganda kasi ng focus ng Encore Esports. We really need to find Ode. kailangang mabura to sa mapa and they were able to do it.
Yeah.
And kung mapapansin mo, the moment na wala na si Old, wala na yun, no?
Atras agad. Kailangan nila umatras agad. And it was a
Wala
Superman
na
actually
pakialam
got
si Kila doon, kahit mamatay din si Kila, di ba? It doesn't matter. For as long as ma-put down or ma-take down din itong si Old, na siya talaga may pinakahawak na sagot dito para may panalo yung team nila sa mga team fights. But, ang tricky ng sitwasyon na to.
Sobra.
Sino lang talaga ang unang magkamali.
You know, and this is just the second game. I mean, match point to for Imperial Esports, but Encore Esports are really good, doing a good job. Looking at the score, 8-20, pero yung gold 3K lang yung lamang at 24 minutes. This is the longest game so far. Nakita natin ngayon sa comment section na sinabi nila na sobrang init nga naman talaga ng laban. And we even don't know who is winning so far. Imperial Esports, yeah, go, pero sobrang hassle. Deal yung team fight din kasi. And well, Imperial Esports, they're starting the Dark Lord Slayer, attracting some of the members of Encore Esports, pero they have to keep watch on the Iggy. They have to keep watch on the Tachi. Sobrang hassle niyan kapag makaabot sa backline o ma-damage sila yung backline. Even just Ode, okay na yun para sa Encore Esports. Kung pamatay nila tong Telanas, sobrang big win na sa kanila yon.
That's so true. I mean, kanina nabura sa mapa din, hindi mo na alam gagawin mo. And si one down na, hindi rin siya pwede mapatay. Kasi for sure, kung dalawang to, burado sa mapa, tapos ang laban. But, ito na nga, sa kikita natin dito, may hinahanap na si Down dito, delikado na! Oh! Down!
Down 9 is down. That is a huge kill by Encore Esports. Look at the flying spear. So, Pianico can't escape. Tuloy-tuloy lang yan. Iggy being popped away. Well, Fienico is still alive, but this will give a chance for Encore Esports to actually take this Dark Lord here. Tara is trying to split push, pero andyan si Kyla eh. Masashove niya yung wave. Masashove na dito si Tora and they can't do anything. They have to give this...
Nasaan na ba yung walis tambo ko?
Asa na ba?
Bakit ka doon? Pero teka lang, magkakaroon pa rin sila apparently, no? Another fight happening.
Yeah, Ode again, a little bit too front. And nandito, pa rin yung Superman trying to get that kill. Tinutuloy-tuloy lang niya, has the second life, but immediately gets deleted again. And now Kyla is just doing the work. It's just a Superman. There's no kryptonite anymore. He's just too tanky. And Encore Esports are flexing their muscles here in the mid lane with the Dark Lord Slayer marching on. Yung nangyari kanina first game, sila naman yung nagagawa ngayon. And they're trying to engage. They're trying to end this right now. Meowth gets deleted, but has the second life. Tora can't use the Agnes grip onto anyone anymore. Sophia Nicole is not tanky enough to soak all those damage. And the Dark Lord Slayer is still relatively healthy, but not the members of Encore Esports. Trustcore is doing a really good job zoning them away. So even if they have secured 2 inhibitor turrets in total, it's still not a game, and Imperial Esports are still standing, crippled a little bit, but still standing.
Ito ang kinaganda ng ArenaofValor. Kayang-kayang bumawi kahit tayo na pang 5 Slayer mo na to, pang 10. Sige, for as long as magagawa mo yung play nyo as a team, ilaban mo lang. Pero again, one daw, yun yung nagpa-delikado sa Imperial Esports. Nung nag-dive siya doon, he was actually trying to eye for the Slims. But again, Slims yan, merong stun. And of course, hindi mo maikakaila na since pumasok ka sa jungle camp ng Encore Esports, pwede may kasama yan. Hindi pwede mag-isa yan. So I think yun yung nagkaroon lang ng mistake si One Daw doon. But of course, overall as a player, for sure, kita naman natin, di ba, from the previous game, ibang level din naman. But yun nga lang, teamwork to, hanapan na lang muna ng mali, or kung sino yung unang magkawali dito, yun na lang eh. But, right, push, bakal ba? Score?
Grabe.
Hindi nag-connect yung arrow, sayang.
Grabe. Flying spears are being a big hassles. Sobra. Kanina nakita natin mag-hit kay Sophia Nicole, di siya makatakas sa maayos. Pag tumama yung kay Ode, sobrang hassle kasi the-dive na yung Encore Esports ngayon. They're setting up a death trap. Before you being in the front, and alam nila, pag sumugod, there's no stepping on the brakes. going to the backside. Ode is pre-hitting pero not that much. Tinatangke lang siya. He's very low even and they lost already to Encore Esports after such an insane amount of pressure in the early game. 4-0 pa yung Imperial Esports kanina and a dominating early game total. Ngayon, it's a switch and Encore Esports are gonna take us to a game number 3.
Ang kauna-unahang Game 3 series natin ibibigay ng Encore Esports